And without further ado, we are finally going to get underway here. Northwood University versus St. Clair College in NACE playoff action. Starting off for the side of Northwood, we have Buddy. We have, additionally, who's that taking the shot right here, right now? Noxus, of course. Seen him multiple times. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention as well. Pirates here as well. But Northwood University, they've got quite the experience compared to St. Clair, because Northwood, a strong enough squad to also be in the CRL that you sometimes will see on the Rocket League channel themselves. And I can see these teams play a good handful of times, and even then they hold their own very strongly, oftentimes pulling away the victories in this matchup. And starting off strong, as we do see Buddy find himself the finisher after a clearing attempt gone wrong, I think. Chris bounces it off the wall. It ended up being a centering pass of sorts right to Buddy. And Northwood going to pick this up nice and quickly, putting the pressure on right away. Kamal off the faceoff gets a shot opportunity, but Noxus going to make sure that gets pushed aside wide. As it in the corner controlled. Chris, though, just barreling through, gets a shot opportunity, but gets cleared right to Noxus. Noxus on target. Fusion going to put that aside. Buddy takes it to skies. Noxus with a redirect, and he's going to put it right in once again. A solid shot, solid pass, actually. Buddy going up to the top to knock this into the corner. Noxus ready and waiting. Gets a piece of it, bounces it off the post, and just secures it, tucks it right into that top right slot. A nice shot from him. It's definitely not the kind of start that you want to see here if you're here for, of course, St. Clair College. Going down 2-0 extremely quickly with a team that we know is extremely talented, extremely strong. So we see Buddy charging the net, forcing Fusion to come deal with them. Fusion with another block, but a shot from Pirates going to force Chris to make the save. Kamal passes it down to Fusion, trying to get some offensive plays started, but really struggling right now. Noxus looks for his own rebound, but actually passes it off to Buddy. It's off the crossbar. Not going to get himself inside the net this time. The Pirates sends it right back in, and St. Clair have not cleared it out of their zone since the drop of the initial face-off. They're going to try and finally get something started. Chris made the move past one, but could not get it past Noxus, who puts it up to Buddy. Buddy in the corner to Noxus. Centering attempt here from Noxus, stopped by Chris. And St. Clair looking for an opportunity. Chris, shot on target, goes high actually, and Buddy going to collect that one up for the moment. Kamal centering. Is there going to be a finisher? There is not. Nobody home. So Northwood University finding their opportunity to push forward back into the St. Clair zone again. That was the first bit of offense that we saw from St. Clair so far in this matchup. As we hit the halfway point, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this very first game. Of course, best of 5 series here tonight. Kamal brings it to center, pops it back into Fusion. Fusion trying to drop it down for Chris probably, but it was in a bit of an awkward spot, so Noxus going to just clear it out for the time being. Go back and forth in the neutral zone. Buddy, shot on target. Kamal with a good save. Another centering attempt and a nice last-second opportunity there for Fusion to make that save. I think Kamal was back there as well. But we got to see, the pressure is still on here against St. Clair. They're the ones who have to score, but it seems like they're just making save after save, which is, of course, fantastic. But you need to find yourself on the scoreboard. Saves don't put you on the scoreboard. They need something quick to get themselves back into this. They're a minute 30 left on the clock. Pirates just being an absolute defensive powerhouse here for the side of Northwood University. Rarely letting that ball get past half for more than like a couple seconds. You see, once again, Noxus brings it up the right-hand side. Fusion might be able to redirect this clearing attempt, but it's not going to make it all the way there, as Buddy is right there ready and waiting. Takes to the skies and just shoves it right into the corner. Of course, they don't have to score. Just stick it on the corner and force the hold on to that ball and just deny any sort of scoring opportunity. But actually, Noxus finding an opportunity for himself, centers it, but nobody on the side of Northwood going to commit for the attack. Pirates getting aggressive, taking down Chris as well. Pirates shot on target. A nice right on the line save there from Kamal. These saves are fantastic. They look amazing, but if it's not going to win them this game, and they just can't get anything going, 30 seconds left on the clock. They might be able to find one if they're lucky, but not if Noxus has anything to say about that. Fusion, gonna try once again. Shot, it's on target, but Noxus again. An absolute like powerhouse in the goaltending apparently too. Noxus picks it up in his zone, but it's too little too late here for St. Clair College. Game number 1. Looking like it's going to be going over to Northwood University as they take it in a 2-0 fashion. Just a matter of letting that ball hit the ground, and sure enough, there it will go. Goals for this game, of course, went to Noxus and Buddy. Buddy with the 1 assist on Noxus' goal. And on the side of St. Clair, most saves of this game, or tied for most saves with Noxus, of course, Kamal, with a bunch of fantastic saves, don't get me wrong. He was right there defensively as that game went on. However, it may have been a little too late to make it work. So we're going to be going into game 2 very shortly, of course, and that's a rough one to start things off with here for St. Clair. Going down 2-0 extremely quickly. It just took them maybe a little bit too long to actually get started, because once they actually got moving, it seemed like they were doing all right. They were holding their own at least, keeping even. But even's not going to be enough here to beat Northwood as we hop into game number 2. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Let's see what our Saints can do. We need as many Griffins in the chat. We need your energy here to bring this one back. Rather neutral off the start. It is actually sent into the Northwood zone, going to get picked up by Noxus for the time being. Fusion interception, shot on target, but it's not going to go in. Chris looking for the rebound. Fusion, bicycle kicks it, tries to get it in the back of the net, but not going to find it. Kamal's here on offense as well. There's a lot of Saints on offense, but who's going to be able to stop this ball if they get a shot off? Would have been there for Fusion as he's in the corner with it. And Kariz going to clear this out even further. Noxus in the skies as well. Stops him. Kamal on hot pursuit, but it's going to be intercepted by Buddy. Passes it to Pirates. Pirates shot stopped by Kariz. Noxus centering pass stopped by Kamal. Off the backboard, Noxus knocks it down. It looks like he was going for the shot, but Chris unfazed, staying there in the net, waiting for the shot, not making a move too soon. Otherwise, he would have been caked. Fusion with the save. Now he's going to get the opportunity to carry it out. He has Chris with him if he wants it. Pops over one, but Buddy going to stop the shot from going off. Kamal's going to at least keep it in the Northwood zone. Noxus the Pirates down to Buddy. He's able to carry it down into the St. Clair zone now. Just completely sending Fusion flying. Kind of stuck in the Saint zone. Pirates sends it towards the net. That's a nice demo from Noxus to give the freebie here for Pirates to just walk it on in if he damn well pleased. A nice offensive move there from Noxus to allow Pirates, of course, just to tap it in. And we have ourselves Northwood in the lead once again. Face-off goes into the St. Clair zone. Noxus takes it slow, and he catches the Saints jumping, but Kariz still able to get a piece of that, and will try to clear this out as Fusion takes to the skies, but it's going to be stopped by Pirates. Pirates, and actually a nice little revenge shot there from Fusion to take down Noxus, but can they get this ball centered? Fusion's actually just going to move aside. Kariz is going to fling himself for it to try to make it happen. Pirates is there to meet it, but so is Kamal. Fusion, what's he going to try and do? Off the backboard, this is going to be centered. Is anybody able to finish this one off? Not in time. Buddy pushes it into the St. Clair zone, and now is forcing St. Clair to run all the way back. Kamal going to be the first to reach it, but that's going to be Pirates down to Fusion, actually. He was able to send this thing flying all the way to this end, and he gets his own rebound, and he gets St. Clair on the scoreboard. Did not expect that one, but dang, he just smokes that thing all the way from the crease. Buddy could not get a piece of it. Neither could Noxus. And Fusion going to tie this game up 1-1. That's the kind of momentum we need to see here for our St. Clair squad. Got themselves back on the board. Finally, no longer getting shut out here. Game 1 was, of course, a rather rough one, but with over half, or just under half the game to go here for game number 2, they are keeping up with Northwood. Pirates over to Noxus in the skies, knocks it down, huge shot, but off the crossbar. I like the play, but Buddy is going to clean it up. That little bit of momentum that St. Clair had just got completely destroyed once again after the huge plays coming out here from Northwood, with Buddy finishing it off. Kamal and Kuriz just could not find their way to that ball to make that save, and it's going to be now 2-1 with 2 minutes left to go. Kamal shot on target, goes wide. Kuriz actually trying to knock it back in. Noxus sends it aside. Fusion with Buddy and Pirates trying to get this thing centered. He does in fact do so. It goes right through the crease, but nobody going to touch it. Going to allow Buddy to at least move it forward, where Fusion tries to stop it. Centering shot, Kuriz with the shot, but Noxus with the save. Fusion centering, goes a little bit to the right-hand side where Buddy is ready in the skies waiting for him. Back in the Saint zone. Kamal trying to carry it up. He has no boost at the moment, so he's kind of a sitting duck. Fusion going to stop any sort of centering attempt, and a demo coming out here from Buddy, taking Kuriz out of this play. Saints tried to slow it down a little bit, but that pass went right into the bumper of Noxus, who knocks it down for Buddy. Buddy probably running low on boost at this point, centers it, but it's going to go to Kamal instead of Noxus. Noxus gets the boost and comes right back. Pirates coming in hot. Shot on target. Fusion with the save. Minute left in the rebound. Buddy is picking up the scraps for all of these plays from Northwood, and it's absolutely punishing St. Clair as he gets his second one of the game in very similar fashion to that last goal. With a minute left, St. Clair need 2 to get themselves back into this one. Otherwise, match point could be right around the corner for them already here in this playoff series. Pirates with a smart move, just to keep it in his zone, keep it up in the skies, keep it safe, just try and waste the clock. Now St. Clair not having any of it. They're trying to push forward. Kuriz got taken down via a demo, but Kamal and Fusion both in the offensive zone. Tries to pop it over Noxus' head, but he does get a piece of it. Good little stop there from Kuriz to stop any sort of offense happening, but they're the ones who need the offense, and they need it within these next couple seconds. 20 seconds left on the clock, of course. Noxus killing time up in the skies again. Shot from Kuriz is going to go wide. And no rebound opportunity here from the Saints, with time ticking down and lots of demos being had. St. Clair going to go down 2-0 early in this series as Northwood takes another one in. It was pretty close initially, but then they just got really convincing in those last couple minutes. They're getting ready to go into game number 3. Of course, Buddy finding himself 2 goals in that game. Pirates finding 1 as well. And then it was, I believe it was Kamal who finished off the only goal from St. Clair. And they're going to keep things going, not taking any breaks, no timeouts. As you can hear, we're getting ready to hop into game number 3. Now or never here for our St. Clair Saints. The NACE playoffs, their entire playoff run, could come to a close if they can't get themselves on the board right here, right now. And we know that this opening couple seconds tends to be volatile, and that's exactly what Northwood is going to do as they strike really quickly, just 11 seconds into this game, find themselves off the board after a solo play from Noxus, or not from a solo play, but from Noxus and Pirates. Off the face-off, Fusion getting feisty. Takes Buddy off the table for the second. Now back in the St. Clair zone once again. Shot from afar, actually. Kamal on target, but Buddy going to make it back just in time to make that save. Kamal keeping it in the Northwood zone. Fusion from the top. Can he make the play? Zamo going to try, but it's going to be Noxus with a huge save. Just waiting on that final move from Fusion before making his own move. Gets a piece of it, puts into the corner, and completely diffuses that situation, denying St. Clair the opportunity to tie this up once again. Kamal coming in hot, shot on target, but Pirates going to find it. Kuriz, rebound, goes wide. And Noxus is now going to take control of it. Doesn't have the boost, so he passed it off to Pirates, and now Pirates to Buddy. Drops right into the crease, where we see Noxus trying to get the double touch. He's going to be successful in doing it, and is able to get his own rebounds, get himself on the board for the second time in this game alone. Northwood University looking like they're going to keep being that thorn in the side of our St. Clair College Rocket League team, as these look like they're kind of running away with this one. Three minutes, 30 seconds left. A huge juke actually coming out there from Buddy. Holy smokes, he caught that double commit and made our Saints look silly. Was he Kuriz, I think, and Fusion at the same time? Yeah, just pops it right over their heads, and it's going to just walk it right in. The momentum seems to be draining. St. Clair are going to be looking for a miracle situation in order to get this game to a game 4. And this shot on target from Noxus from center was actually extremely close to going in. Fusion forced to run for the hills to make sure that one actually stayed out of the net. Once again, St. Clair stuck in their own zone. Kuriz trying to get it to Kamal. Kamal's going to get a piece of it, but it just goes right into the corner, where Pirates will happily pick it up and try to move it forward to Buddy. Buddy brings it back into his own zone, where Noxus is ready and waiting. Pirates looks for the touch, not going to happen. Noxus picks it up and sends it back over to Pirates, or then puts it off to Buddy. Kuriz sends it towards the center of the Northwood net, but it is not going to be allowed in. And once again, Noxus to Buddy. Solid passing play. Buddy going to get himself on the board for the second time here in game number 3, as both Pirates and Buddy were both right there to make that shot happen. And Fusion just could not get the proper angle to get that away. So 4-0 here in the favor of Northwood University. Looking like they're going to be the strong ones going into this top 4 bracket if this keeps up. Riz without boost in the St. Clair zone. Going to try and make this stop with Fusion. Going to push it into the side, where Kamal's going to try and make something happen. But Pirates is actually in a really good position to just send this right at the net. In fact, does so. Rebounds. Buddy, we see him do this constantly today. And he was actually looking for the pass to Pirates, as the shot would have been high, though it does get stopped by Fusion. Kamal goes up, but he was not getting there fast enough. An unusual attempt there coming out from him, and this is going to be almost right on target. Hits the crossbar and goes a bit wide. Fusion drag race with Pirates, tries to get it by him, but it's not going to be effective. Korea is going to try and make something happen, but Pirates coming in hot to make the save and sends it right back out to the neutral zone. In the corner of the St. Clair zone once again, we do see Buddy with control of it, kind of slowing it down in the zone. Centering attempt to Noxus, who's going to get a piece, but it does get blocked. And Kriz, again, completely drained of resources, drained of his boost. Can't get the ball hit as far as he would like it. And a nice little drop down from Noxus to try and make something happen, but a crosstown shot here from Kamal, maybe giving us a little spark of hope, as all the way from inside his own crease, he lets it rip and he's able to send it directly into the net. So St. Clair not going to be going down without a fight. Get themselves on the board, but can they find themselves 3 more to tie this up within a minute 15? We've not been able to see them do so in the other games here versus Northwood, but anything could happen, of course. Yep, Northwood lets their guard down. Anything, of course, can happen, but Pirates is going to completely take what I said and just tell me to just shove it out the window, apparently, as just instantly pops that one in himself. He was the only one not on the scoreboard in this game for Northwood, and now he makes sure that he can get there himself. So everybody on the side of Northwood walking away with a point here at least today. in this game. Fusion coming in hot, but an even better save from Noxus, getting there right on time. Buddy with control of it in the neutral zone, takes it to the skies, really slow balling it here. And Pirates gonna keep it stuck, just not gonna let St. Clair get out of here. Noxus, centering attempt once again, but Kamal knocks it down. Buddy, shot on target. Kamal gets demoed at the same time. Fusion made the save, but it was a bit of a pop fly in the crease. It's not the kind of balls that we're looking for here for St. Clair. High flyer is just straight up, is just killing time, and Northwood's doing a fantastic job in that regard. Fusion tries to make the shot, but Pirates just shuts it down, sends it over to Buddy, and it looks like we're going to have ourselves a quick one here tonight as Northwood, of course, one of the top, if not the top teams in this NACE division, going to successfully take out St. Clair in 3-0 fashion once again, in a more convincing fashion than we saw during the regular season. But they're looking extremely strong, and they're going to be easily one of the favorites in this playoff run. I look forward to seeing how they progress through the bracket, of course. They play one more match later on tonight, and then possibly find themselves in the finals. Just definitely a rough one there for our St. Clair squad, but it is what it is. Northwood, of course, like I was saying before, a CRL team in like the top tier collegiate league, I suppose you can say, for Rocket League, and they're definitely showing why they're the favorites in this match and in this entire playoff bracket. They were able to essentially just run away. They may not have had the highest scoring games, but as soon as they had that lead, they did everything in their power just to constantly make it difficult for St. Clair to get any offense in. And to the point where our St. Clair players were having fantastic defensive plays. There were some 6 saves and some decent breakouts, but just unfortunately were not able to get as many shots on the net as needed to get themselves on the board. Got themselves 2 goals in this series, but it just goes to show how fantastic this Northwood University defense is as they move on to the semifinals. Big congratulations to them, of course. Now with that, that's going to be another playoff series down here in our fall season here for our St. Clair teams. That being said, not all is done just yet. I'm going to quickly take a look at our schedule. It slows down a little bit compared to what we were used to the past couple weeks. But on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, we do have OPSE Hearthstone. That is still in their regular season. That is still going to be going for a little bit. However, Thursday, the CSGO UCEA playoffs are underway. We had a bye in the first round, so now we get to play up against someone of extremely close seeding. I'm going to be looking forward to that matchup. That happens at 7 o'clock, of course. If we win on Thursday, we then play on Friday as well, UCEA CSGO playoff matches. Then we're off for a little bit, all the way till Tuesday, where Hearthstone for OPSE happens, and then on Wednesday at 6, where OPSE League of Legends is happening as well. Of course, the matches and times are subject to change, because one of the other things I didn't note is that as these matches are happening, at some point, I think on the same days as the CSGO matches, there is UCEA Rocket League playoffs as well. So depending on how the matches and the times line up, we're going to try and get as many matches here on the States Gaming CA channel, of course, to give as much exposure to every team that we have here. Just got to hope the times line up. If any of the matches happen to go onto UCEA's own Twitch channel, though, we'll be sure to make sure that it's noted in the social media posts and that there is a link in this channel that you can transfer over there if you need to and if you want to watch the teams there as well. But for now, Northwood cleaned this up rather quickly. Unfortunately, in regards to seeding, it's kind of what was expected. St. Clair did their best. They had a fantastic season, of course, don't get me wrong. They're top 8 in all of NACE, so that is still a fantastic achievement nonetheless. It's not a disappointment of a season in the slightest. I'll take top 8 any day. Would have loved to see a top 4, but Northwood's a hard team, without question. Looking like they're going to take this thing all the way unless Mizzou or something shuts them down. But in the meantime, of course, we'll close out for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow for some Hearthstone. And real quick, I almost forgot, of course, but the sponsors. thank you all, of course, for making these teams, these streams, and the program itself possible. St. Clair College, Zuckerman School of Business and IT, St. Clair's Alumni Association, St. Clair SRC, Tim Hortons, and PC Outlet. Of course, none of this would be possible without you, and there would be no reason for us to do this if it wasn't for, of course, the students participating on our teams, and of course from the support of all you guys in the chat. It's a pleasure day in, day out, having these matches broadcasted for you and doing commentary as well. Hopefully you're not sick of my voice just yet. We still got a couple more matches this season to go through. And of course, one other thing I will make note of. If you are interested in working stream production, whether that's an observer or you're trying to get into commentary or hosting, be sure to throw me a message on the Saints Gaming Discord. I am always looking for new students to help level up their streaming and their commentary ability. So be sure to let me know. There's no experience cap on this. You don't have to, if you've never done it before, I will still gladly help train you and point you in the right direction. But with that, we will close out for tonight. Northwood going to take it in 3-0. St. Clair did their best. Top 8 still fantastic. But with that, we'll close out for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow for OPSE Hearthstone.